Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's me, Paddy from across the shuck, and you are very welcome back to the channel. And as you can see at the top of the page there, please like, subscribe, and comment. It really, really genuinely means the world to me. I'm not sponsored by YouTube. I don't get paid from YouTube. So the only way I get my name out is by you liking, commenting, sharing. That's the way it gets it out there. So I really, really would genuinely appreciate that. And if you haven't commented in a while, make this a video to comment on, because if you don't interact with YouTube, they just take you off the back end of my subs. So, and even if you think you're a sub, double check, because they've taken so many off in this last 2 years since I stopped being monetized. Anyhow, right, thank you very much. If you do that, I really, really would appreciate it. Secondly, I have got something that I don't believe I've ever done on YouTube. With custom knives anyway. I may have done it with A.Wright's, but this is an Ashley Harrison custom. And this is the first one I got in this model, and this is the second one I got in this model. Exactly the same, except the blade change. But everything else, exactly the same. The same order went in. And I want to explain why that is. I try not to have doubles of the same pattern, the same covers, the same bolsters. I try not to have doubles of that, unless I'm going to change, blades, or I'm changing the cover material. It's just one of those things. There's my selection of custom Ashley customs and A.Wright customs. This one was made by his dad, and this one made by Beth, and the rest are Ashley's, including these two down here. There's none that are the same. I don't do the same. It's just one of my things. In all my forms of collecting, I don't do. I don't know why. I know a lot of people like to get one pattern and just get the whole run of all different blades in them. Not me. But why did I do it in this one is the question. Well, this was the original one. You've seen this on the channel before. It's not that old, actually. But this one hasn't got as strong as back pull as most Ashley Harrisons. But that, again, doesn't matter. Every one of these knives are individual. This is perfectly strong enough. It's a really good strong back spring for anything I would ever need. The most beautiful spear point blade. I just absolutely love this. I think it is stunning. Really, really beautiful. This is my work hog since I've had it. I just adore using it. Now, it has not been put to anything acidic or hot, so the blade stayed in good condition. And it's just a workhorse. It's not something I wanted for a steak knife or something I'm going to use with food. This is just an EDC work knife. Now, if I needed to do it, would I put it in? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. It's not something I try to keep on blades, just some blades I use for different things. But this one is just an all-round stunner. It's in lignum vitae, another blade cover that's quite rare to get. These ones that I've got, both of these came from Bowling Ball. And me and Justin and Mikey, we each got the two same patterns with a different blade in each. Because, let me explain, because I like a bulbous end a lot on A.Wright. It's still the case. I love that bulbous end. But for this as a work knife, it's just that stick. It looks like a stick. There's not a whole lot of shape in it, but it is that sort of narrower, little bit thicker at the bottom. But in hand, oh my good gosh, it is stunning. It is so comfortable. The edges have all been beveled over. You can see that they've all been beveled over. Incredibly comfortable for long use, or you want to do anything with this knife. It is perfect. I love the long bolster. It makes it a bit narrower at the top, and that's good for another reason. I do a lot of pinch cuts, and this in the pinch cut, I don't have to sneak up on the blade. I can do if I want, because this is narrower down here, so it doesn't affect my finger. If I need to get up close, I can do that with safety. But back here, I like pinch cutting from here. We all have different ways, but I would tend to do a lot of cuts like that. But in this position, it is just delicious. It is just one of the most ergonomic and beautiful knives. Honestly, I was just blown away by how much I enjoyed this knife. When I got it, this stayed a full week in my pocket, which knives don't get to do very often. This was there, and the lignum vitae, it's one of the most densest woods. It doesn't float. It's just a real working wood. It really is. And the fact that it came from a bowling ball is quite unusual, and I like that. Again, it just makes this knife unusual from all the rest. And again, it's another wood. I love collecting different woods. But this is the new one I got. And sorry, one of the things that I'll just show you, you got a wee flash of it. One of the things I liked about this was the filed back spring from Ashley, all hand done. The green liners. This is the one we tested, the green liners for the club knife. And this is what made me, because they seem to go with every colour, but this just blew me out of the water. So that was the test for them that we done ourselves. So, and then this one's got a good Ashley pull. Listen to that, really, really solid. This is about an 8.5. It's a really good solid pull. I love it. But again, the most beautiful clip point in the world. That's the law. It is. It just is the law. It is beautiful. It is both aggressive, but it's an assertive knife. That's what I would call it. Not aggressive. It's an assertive looking knife. It is stunning. The flat bolster, again, beautiful. Again, that pinch grip, which is a grip I love to use because of the flat bolster. Everything just lines up and your hand's not going. When you have a rounded over bolster, you slip a wee bit. But with this, you're solid. It's on a flat base. And I think that's what makes it so special. Now having the clip point on it, just beautiful. Again, the same wood, lignum vitae from the same bowling ball, I believe. It's just stunning. I just love it. Love everything about it. Again, I got exactly the same back spring, which I don't get a whole lot of fancy back springs, but I just loved that first one so much. What a pair to bring out. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And here's another way that I can show you that these are all handmade. So this was from a batch made a couple of months previous. Both asked for Barlow's, and I just want you to see the difference in size. I'm going to line the butt of these up to this line here, and then I'm going to hold them up, and you can see the difference in size, can't you? This one here is a little bit larger. Let me just get that on so they're on the exact same line. You can see that this is a little bit larger. And that's what you get when you're getting a custom knife. They're not going to be the same all the time. They're going to be different because they're hand finished. So I just love that. I just love that about it. But this is a pairing that will never, ever leave my collection. I adore it. One, that it was the knife that we chose to do the green liner for the club knife, just to see it. And honestly, it goes with black wood, anything at all. It just goes with it. The lignum vitae, I wish we could have them in our basic knives, but it's just too expensive a knife. Well, it's not even too expensive. It's very just hard to get. And if you're to buy it outside of finding a bowling ball and taking it apart, you're going well. But I just love it. It's dense. It feels like a knife in your hand. It feels lovely because it's really beveled over on the sides, which is not something Ashley does all the time. But it's really beveled over with the shape of the wood. It's a little bit thick some places, a little bit thin in the other, but it just feels like heaven in your hand. It really is. And they're never going to look the same. You can see different little bits where it's gone on. And honestly, it just feels perfect. So, two knives with two different blades. I can't pinch this, but I've got quite strong finger grips, and a lot of others mightn't be able to. But that is beautiful. And the nice thing about Ashley, you can ask them to strengthen or lighten the pull when you're getting a knife made. So if you've got a particular preference, you can do that because it's a custom knife. Again, the joys of a custom knife. You get what you want. But I have to say, in use, this is every bit as exciting as this. It is just beautiful. It's got more of a hollow grind on this one. Is it any thinner behind the edge? Maybe a smidgen. This one's well ground as well. And I believe that's a bit of a hollow on that. Yeah, it is a bit of a hollow on that as well. So, but two beautiful knives. And since this one's come back, I've had this new one, but I'm back to using this one more than any other knife. It's just quite strange. I love the pull in this one more than this, but there's something about that spear that just does it for me. It's good at anything. There's a point on it. It's not a particularly, aggressive. It's not aggressive at all. It's not rounded over. It's a good point on it. You can stick it into yourself, but it just does for everything. And I love the belly on it as well for cutting sandwiches, doing whatever you want to do. It's just there. It's a penknife, and it's a joy. But I wonder if I'll ever do this again. I can't think of a reason, unless I get another very rare wood and I get a chance to get two of them, I might. But just if somebody wants to stick down a pair of knives that are my favourite pair in my collection, this is it. So I challenge Ashley, I challenge any other, make me two knives that are exactly the same materials, different blades. I'm a happy bunny. This is the first time I've done it, and it'll not happen again unless I get a specific wood or a specific bone pattern that's been jigged the way I want it to. There's a challenger. This one might be coming. This one's in a thinner pen shaped spear. Look at the state of this knife. It's only a couple of weeks. We didn't get it until we came back from Sheffield. It was after we came back they came. I adore this. This is Ashley's jigging. This is just, I use this for everything. Eating food, peeling apples, just whatever. I just use it. It's a great, I just love carrying it. It's just perfect. And this pen blade, I know it's a spear, but I mean, when I think of spear, I think of something that size, that depth. This is more of a pen blade in a pen knife. I just love it. Strong back spring on this. So yeah, I might be getting one of them, but I don't know whether I'll get the blue. I'll maybe go for a different colour. I quite fancy a burgundy in that. I think that might be my next goal in that one. And this is strange, and I think it's because of Ashley's development in himself. Oh God, I've just seen another one I might want. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. I don't know how much wood he's got left in that, but oh God, wouldn't a thin pen be? Oh, stop it, Stephen. If I had the money for all my desires, life would be wonderful. But it was just nice to show that these are what really gives my passion the boost, is when you get something like this. And for first time in my ordering custom knives, it's been a few years now I've been getting custom knives, but to order two exactly the same, even the back spring's the same. I didn't want there to be a difference because I just loved everything about the first one. I wanted it to be the same, and I am by no means disappointed in any way, shape or form. I love it. So my question to you, have you got two knives that are exactly the same covers, back springs, a lot, but just two different blades on it? And do they play a leading role in your collection? These are a leading role in my collection. My best pair of knives. Let me know what's your favourite pair if you have one. Let me know if it's something you've ever thought of. Maybe you'd like to try. Because I know a lot of people will get a case Barlow, single bladed case Barlow, which is hard to get. So you get one. And then a second one comes along. It's exactly the same, except that it's got a different colour of a back spring or a different hand material. That's kind of different. These two are exactly the same. I mean, even if you've got two that don't have the fancy back spring, but they have the same covers, same bolsters, just different blades, let me know what they are down below. I'd be really interested to see if anybody else is as weird as I am, because I do think I'm weird a lot of the times. Just ask my wife. All right, take care, folks. Really nice to get back to you. For those of you who have been asking about wee Eddie, my dog, who's not been well now for about a month. He's not been well. He's been in and out of the vets. He's just come back to us this morning, which was a surprise because we didn't think we were getting him back. But the vet had been trying him on a new medicine procedure, and it didn't work the first time. He's been there last Friday, and didn't think he was getting out today after the conversation last night, but whatever they changed him to, he seemed to respond to it. He'd come back. He's got a bit of life in him. His figures on his with the results of his magazine are dropping slowly. They're not. He's by no means out of the woods. Sadly to say, he's gone from over 7 pounds, down to £5. He's really dropped. He's skinny. But it's got such a happy outgoing already. He's very calm. So we got him back this morning there at lunchtime, and it's so lovely to have him home again. Whether this is the end of the problem, I don't think so. The vet's not over keen, but he'd been in there long enough. He was fretting to get home. So I'm just hoping he gets home and he gets that boost now, and it gives him the wee energy to keep on going. He's a wee fighter. So there you go. That's why I haven't made any videos. I've had no interest, to be honest. I've hardly slept. Neither has the wife. We're done. Wee Eddie and AJ are our old age family, and it's been a rough time. So anyway, back to it again now. Nice to be back with you, and I really appreciate those who kept in contact. All right, take care. Paddy's away. Bye bye now.